So this is session 4 of being the church in a pagan society. And today we're going to stay with the town of Pergamum. This was the place, remember, that John called the seat of Satan. And this was because people were seeking meaning and purpose to life in everywhere but God. The things they believed in were actually real counterfeits of God and Jesus. Now he finishes the letter with a couple of strange things. He says, "To him who overcomes, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give him a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to him who receives it." So 2 things, manna and a white stone. Now manna would immediately bring to mind the manna in the wilderness. And this was God's provision of food. It wasn't just a natural phenomenon because they were told not to keep it overnight, and if they tried, it just got full of maggots. But on the Sabbath, they weren't to collect. So the day before, they collected a double portion, kept it overnight, and it was fresh in the morning. And this was God saying to them, "I am the one who is providing you your daily food." Now, yesterday, we mentioned the worship of the god Demeter, and they believed that Demeter provided food for them. And so they worshipped her. She was a very important god. And what John is saying to the people of Pergamum, don't get caught up in that. Trust in God. He has promised and he has shown that he will provide your daily food. Now the second thing is the white stone. And again yesterday, we saw that this city was a great healing place, and the god Asclepius was supposed to be the great healer. And people would come from all over the area to receive healing. Down the centre of the town was a large paved street known as the Sacred Way. And along the sides were large white blocks of stone. And when someone was healed with whatever they came with, they would have carved on one of these blocks their name, the disease, and words of praise and thanks to the god Asclepius. So all along the road, people would see these inscriptions of the wonderful God and his power to heal. Now we have got a couple of pictures which we're going to show you here of the Sacred Way and the white stones. So these are a couple of photos that we took a few years ago when we did a tour of this area. And you can see here the Sacred Way goes right along here. It would have been a pretty grand place when it was all not in ruins. Down here is the opening tunnel into the healing centre, and it's off camera, but it's a huge area there. Now the next slide shows us one of the stones with inscriptions on it. Now my Greek isn't brilliant, but I did see down the very bottom here, if you follow it, Asclepio, or Asclepio. So there's the name of Asclepius. And this next word is bibliothek, which is library. So it's something about the library of Asclepius. So I'm sure you'll all be excited to know about that. But that's just an indication. There are lots of those stones, all with inscriptions all along the way. So John said to those who didn't fall in with this worship of Asclepius, God would give them a white stone with a name that only they knew. Now the purpose of those white stones along the Sacred Way was as a witness to Asclepius and how wonderful he was. And so John is calling to the Christians to be like those white stones, stand publicly for the greatness of God and of Jesus. Now the name that only they would know, well, because we're individuals, it's only we who can tell other people what God has done for us. Our witness is very personal, but we need to be willing to stand as a witness to the greatness of God and the healing power of Jesus.